Hello. I thought it would be fun to try and make a long old school YouTube video. So think back like 10 years when people would just talk, and I don't know how long this will go, 30 minutes or 5 minutes. But I want to try to share my story uh, as if you're new to the channel, if you don't know anything about me. And yeah, my story, kind of where I'm at now, how I'm feeling about the connection between my story, where I'm at now, where I want to go, what's happening, what's happened. So I'm just a guy from Norway, and I grew up with cows. My dad had cows, not milking cows, but I was born and raised on a farm, and I didn't participate so much in that work and stuff, but I come from that place. And later in life I found like milking cows and working with animals like as a job. But anyway, I was 18, something like that. I started training because I wanted to find myself, and I was an introvert, kind of romantic introvert gamer kind of guy, and I found training, and started to train at the gym, doing like standard stuff, pull-ups, and just trying to get in better shape. And then a few years into that, I found handstand on YouTube. YouTube was so awesome back then. I was always like watching YouTube. Elliot Hughes, I can't. Yo Elliot, and I was watching YouTube back in the day, trying to find my way, and calisthenics back then. And then I guess handstand popped up somewhere, like hand balancing. I saw it and I was like, wow, that's awesome, that's so beautiful, I want to do it. Or I was just bitten by I found my calling, so I started doing handstand. And yeah, now we're like 10-12 years later. Now I'm 31, and I've been doing handstand for all those years pretty much. The highlight was going to Ukraine. That's like 5+ years ago, more, maybe 7, I don't know. Yeah, but I really love that, being in Ukraine at the circus school and training, and that's where I really understood how much I love it, and it became like a lot of good memories from training there with the people, and just being so inspired. And then I kept going, I kept training, trying to reach some kind of that same calling, that when I saw that first YouTube handstand, it's like the bar is like always going up. So it was like, oh, maybe I can do 2-arm handstand, and then maybe I can do some of these shapes, or maybe my handstand can look nice, and then maybe I can learn 1 arm. And then I learned 1 arm. It's like, maybe I can learn these beautiful tricks and sequences. Maybe I can perform one day. And now it's like, maybe it can be like just a beautiful art form, with the movement and the whole package, and so the need, it's always like moving up to another level. But anyway, I was moving a lot, like working different jobs and places, and then going to train handstand. I had the opportunity to travel because of that calling or dream. I had the opportunity to like see a lot of places, meet people, And hmm. Okay, so what happened next after Ukraine these past 5 years? I started on YouTube. I made some videos. Yeah, it's funny because now I'm back on this farm and I wasn't here. I live in this house. It's very, very nice. Very nice here. But I came back here this summer, and last time I was here was 2022. So it's interesting to feel, what's changed from then and how I feel now. And I think, yeah, I gained some experience and I did more things. I learned something. I developed maybe some more maturity, specifically just more acceptance and like a little more calmness and just being able to sit with myself and do nothing. I feel like I'm better at that now. There was a lot of like, yeah, thinking about letting go, surrender, accepting what is, and a lot of just challenges with my health in terms of energy and just learning to accept that, like I found myself often in not having like the energy I wanted to have, to feel, and still, just having to lie down sometimes and just be with myself basically. And in the beginning, maybe like I remember freaking out about that. I remember being like, why do I feel this way? Like, is there something wrong with me? And then it's like, I'm just a sensitive person, and I've always kind of felt that way. And then maybe the corona vaccines or something just made it worse, and like now this last 5 years was like a bumpy road. I had good periods, but also I had like tough periods where my energy was really low, and it didn't feel like a depression. Like sometimes it felt like a depression. I can feel the difference when it's like, I feel like it's like a physical, of course everything's connected, but you can feel, when is this like a physical thing? When is it like my responsibility to change my habits to, and when is this kind of like outside of my control, and I had to like feel the difference between that. And or like now I think everything is right, like all those things are true. So yeah, I have to keep cultivating my energy, preserving my energy, doing the best I can with the lifestyle habits, sleep, food, sexual energy, like all the things I've learned, and associating with like positive energy information, books, trying to improve your energy, listening to yourself, to your body, and just experimenting, like all that. But also there is a point of like acceptance, and that's what I have more of now compared to 4 or 5 years ago. But then I had a little more like energy, like little more ambition, goals, like passion to create. I feel like I had more just like energy, and I can feel I still have it even now when I'm talking about it. I feel like, okay, I still have it, like I'm okay, I'm gonna be fine. It's just now all I want to do is go back to that center where I was in Ukraine, where I felt so much love, and like I felt this power inside me, like this good energy that can really handle anything. That I had my dream or something beautiful that was like calling me, and I had these good habits, I had this good loving energy inside myself, and yeah, from there it was gonna like, yeah, it was all gonna work out, you know. And it, in a way, it did, you know. I'm still here. Nothing's really bad happened. It's just like, it feels like it's been a bumpy road. Like I've been through some journey in myself, and yeah, that's just life. But I'm grateful for being here in nature again, and maybe I'll come back next summer too. I'm like treating this now like my off season, so I'm maybe the rest of the year I'm working, challenging myself, working in circus and performing and doing handstand and stuff. It can be really like hard, because you're, especially for me, because my body just wants safety and and rest and sleep, and you know, sometimes I feel like that, but I still want to go out and continue and try and, yeah, do something with all this passion for, and all this, you know, training I've done, and where I'm at now. I want to use it for something and go and do something and go and do new things in life, you know. I want to do all that too. It's just sometimes I just want to rest, you know. But now I'm working with the, I recently got into the detoxing the COVID vaccine stuff, so I'm working on that. Maybe that will help me. And yeah, like I said, I just want to find that wholeness and live from that center within myself, where it's like, it's about that vision and that good vibration inside, and just letting go of everything else and focusing on that good energy, doing your work, doing what you are like called to do. And those are like the most important things. So that's where I'm at now. I wanna, yeah, maybe make some more YouTube videos again. I know I took a long break, like that's just because it's how I felt, what's been going on, and I haven't been consistent at all, but we'll see what happens, you know. Yeah, thanks for listening to my story, and I'll get back to my day. Okay.